How about that? Hello everybody, Matty here on the planet, and that was a 10x400 session. Hopefully all around about 4 meters per kilometre pace throughout them. And after that I did a 2k at marathon goal pace, so 4:30 minutes per kilometre, and I think I'll probably do another 1k afterwards because I've got a bit more energy left. Did fancy doing about 15 400s today, but after doing the 10 at that higher pace, I felt a bit fatigued, although I backed it off a little bit, and the 2k felt quite comfortable actually. So what are we, 3 days, Wednesday now, 3 days after the Great North Run. It didn't really feel like I needed much recovery at all. I went out on the Monday morning and did a 5k. That was about 30 minutes, quite easy pace as a recovery, and wasn't struggling at all. Didn't really feel, you know, my legs kind of felt like 95%. There's hardly anything in them in terms of fatigue from the Great North Run, which probably means I didn't quite leave it all on the table, but you never know. I think I'll give it 98% of what I was capable of on that day, and if I'd pushed for that extra 2%, maybe I'd have gone over my 100% and blown up at the end. So I think I was 100% satisfied with my strategy, more than 100% satisfied with what I managed to do in that last 2 kilometres. So we'll try and link that up in the top right hand corner. If you actually want to go and see the race that I did, maybe worth even having a look at my race strategy before. There's a video on that as well, so just see what you think. How was my strategy compared to my race execution? I was really happy with it. So yeah, and then on the so that was Monday with a 5k recovery. Excuse me. Tuesday we went out and we did a 10k. Relatively easy paced effort, getting towards tempo, and again my legs felt perfectly fine, as if they'd totally recovered. And so I was kind of had a really easy run, a moderate one, and then today I've come and had a workout, and yeah, it was supposed to be 15 times 400, but we only managed to get in 10, plus some other workouts, a 2k and probably a 1k after this, and then a cool down. But I'm really quite happy with the way that I've recovered. We've got like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 2.5 weeks to Chester now, so got a great bit of time to get back up to marathon goal fitness. And to be fair, I don't think I've lost anything really. I think by the weekend I'll be perfectly fine. I've got another long run to do, 35k, which I'll probably do towards the end of this week, and then we'll start tapering, a 2-week taper. So actually, incidentally, I didn't taper for the Great North Run. I might have come down a little bit on the mileage for the week. I think we only managed about 65-70 kilometres, but other than that it was pretty much full on, and the effort was there. There's quite a lot of tempo sessions in the week leading up to it, so all worked quite well. But yeah, so I think quite a way off the 90 minutes that I was going for, but I think next year we'll be able to get a lot closer to that, and depending whether I have something like the Chester Marathon in the October, just a few weeks after it, I might be able to give a bit more and maybe try and taper for the Great North Run next time. But let's see, it's a long way away now, it's another year away, so we've got other things coming up. We've got Chester, we've got probably, haven't fully decided yet, but probably Manchester in April as well next year. Some of the marathons coming, probably some other half marathons dotted in there throughout the year, the rest of this year and early part of next year as well. Yeah, big shout out to Neil, who he ran a good race actually at the Great North Run in Edinburgh last year. He ran the half and sent me a message and said, why don't you run the half in Edinburgh next year, because I don't really feel like running the marathon next year. I'm not convinced that's a good race for me to PR in, even though it does have a really good start to it, but I'm not undecided on that. But I'm really interested in doing a half, so I might actually go up there and do that in the end of May, early June, sometime like that next year. But again, all that's to be decided. Yeah, so what else can we say? That's been the that's been the training for this week. There's still got to put the video out for the Great North Run of the full course, so I haven't put it out already. I'm going to stick it out again, so you can get to see the full course from start to finish in about 10 minutes or so. So that should be useful for anybody who wants to relive that if you ran the race. And if you didn't run the race, it'll give you a good insight to what it's like in person. Right, so that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.